Hi, I'm Chuck Roydhouse, and I'm the president of the Chimney Safety Institute of America, and I'm really proud and happy to tell you all about a very large announcement we're going to be making right now. For the longest time, we've only had a couple of certifications. We started out with what was our flagship was the Certified Chimney Sweep, and then we had CDET, Certified Dryer Exhaust Vent Technician, and then a few years ago we developed the Master Certification. So we were thinking, is there something that we're missing? And we figured out, yes, there was. We needed to come up with another certification, at least another one, and really it's two more. So for the last year, we've been working on one, and we've pulled a great resources of talent together to work on this. And here today, I am here to tell you about a next certification, which is going to be the CSIA Certified Chimney Specialist. This project was spearheaded by one of my executive board members, John Caesar. And I'm going to turn everything over to him and let him to explain how this certification came about and what it is for. John?
Thank you, Chuck. This all started with a question. Last year, the Education Committee for the CSIA met in Indianapolis to plan the new school based around the new manual. And a question was asked, and that question was, what do we want each student to have learned or be proficient in by the time they graduate this class? The answer was how to sweep and inspect. Really, that's all the Certified Chimney Sweep certification has trained. It doesn't reflect any ongoing education. It doesn't reflect any additional skills that have been learned. That's pretty much as far as anybody needs to go in order to attain that certification. So what we decided was we need a middle ground. Like Chuck said, we need something between Certified Chimney Sweep and Master Chimney Sweep. So you're not just starting out and then 10 years down the road. There needs to be a middle ground. What we came up with is the Certified Chimney Specialist. So what that means is after recertifying to be a Certified Chimney Sweep after a 3-year cycle, having completed a list of approved courses, you can then apply to become a Certified Chimney Specialist. This new certification will reflect what you have learned in addition to becoming a Certified Chimney Sweep, and you can proudly show off the fact that you have completed ongoing education towards being a Master Sweep.
The whole idea is that we are a trade, and one of my goals as being president is to make sure that we run our organization for you, our clients, and build value and return on your investment by dealing with us, having our certification, and taking our training. We want to have a trade path to be an apprentice, a specialist, a master, etc., just like all the other trades. And this is just the next step to do that. And it's also a great way to set a path for your employees so they have something to look forward to. You know, one of the things that sold me on this idea, besides having a need, was John had told me, being an instructor at our Chimney Academy, that when they would go over on the first day the different steps, and they would tell guys, okay, you have at the end of the week, if you successfully pass, you'll get this certification. People would say, gee, when can I be a master? And then what did you have to say to them?
It would be 9 years down the road. And a lot of the faces would just drop because they realized that was such a large gap. There wasn't anything in the middle. And then, of course, we'd say, go take some classes, take this course, but without something to shoot for, that seems like a very far off goal.
Right. So the idea was, let's have something that is going to give somebody an obtainable goal, a reachable benchmark for them to grab onto. And that is just big. We want to reward our people. We want to reward our credential holders. So that's why we did this. And we think it's going to be a game changer for you and your own individual business.
Absolutely. So if you've been certified for at least 3 years under Certified Chimney Sweep and you still have a ways to go before Master Sweep, contact the CSIA today so you can apply to become a Certified Chimney Specialist.
All this information will be on our website, which is csia.org. You can go there and it'll tell you what you need to do, what the classes are that are required. Thank you very much for supporting CSIA. We are the standard of excellence in the chimney and venting industry.